So, what can I say? I'm a flare. I burn hot, but I burn fast. I woke up today. Well, let me start at the beginning. I made a video talking about how very, very angry I was. And then I made another video, which I don't believe I posted, and I don't believe I will, talking even more about how angry I was. And I don't think I'm there anymore. I'm looking through Twitter, talking to people on Discord, just fucking venting everything. And if you look through Twitter, you'll notice very quickly that Joe Biden has decided, for whatever fucking reason, to go back on every campaign promise that he made. Said it wasn't going to ban fracking. Now he's saying he's going to ban fracking. Just apparently, I don't know how true this is. This just might have been some shit somebody said, but it made me laugh, so I want to repeat it because that makes it reality now. Apparently, Joe Biden has killed more jobs in the first days of his presidency than any other president ever. What? We're up to 3 days. It's the 23rd? It's the 23rd. 3 days. So, I'm reading all this, and I'm seeing kind of the totality of it all. For those of you who are worried about the National Guard sleeping in the fucking garage, which I believe was what the video that I made where I was really, really angry was about. For those of you who are worried about the National Guard sleeping in the garage, I never talked about that. The National Guard, the Democrats decided, well, we're done with the show, so it's time to just go ahead and fucking put all the props in the closet, right? So they kind of just kicked all of the fucking guardsmen and said, all your breaks, yeah, you can spend them in the fucking parking garage because we don't want you around anymore. You look scary, right? You're dangerous and you look scary. So Donald Trump said, well, hey, I have this big building in D.C. called Trump Tower, D.C. Yeah, nobody wants to stay there because it's mine. So it's pretty empty. You guardsmen want to use it. Now the guardsmen are hanging out in the Trump Tower. So it's that kind of shit. It's them fucking up and Donald Trump's response. And even though I know it isn't going to be reported, except by people like me, and, you know, people like me, we don't have a big audience, but there are people like me that do. So, you know, that kind of shit is going to go miles, I think. And plus, I think where the real benefit of that kind of shit comes from is because those guardsmen now know. The Democrats put me in the parking deck. Donald Trump offered me his building. He offered me his hotel lobby or whatever. I mean, I don't know how much of it he's offering, but they were all hanging out in the lobby as opposed to the fucking parking deck. I think it's light years better. So they're going to see that. And they're going to tell their family members. And their family members are going to tell people. And that's just going to spread like wildfire. And if Donald Trump can continue to pick up the ball when they drop it as a private citizen, when he runs in 2024, it's going to be fucking ridiculous. So 80 million votes, pish posh. What about 180 million votes? So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I think the next 4 years are going to be very interesting. And I'm hopeful now. I'm hopeful for people. Like, again, I don't remember which video it was in. I'm angry at the people that are in charge. I'm angry at Nancy Pelosi. I'm angry at Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, all those, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. I'm angry at all those people because they're the ones that are actively fucking us for their own. Jesus Christ. I mean, for Kamala, it's self-aggrandizement. That's really as shallow as she is. I don't even think she gives enough of a fuck about the money for it to really be about the money. I think the money's just a bonus to her. I think for her, it's self-aggrandizement. she wanted to go down in the history books as the first president of the United States, and all she needs to do is wait for Joe Biden to die or figure out a way to kill him and you know, make sure that anybody who says she did it is racist. Right? From that point on, anybody who says Kamala Harris is fucking murderer is racist. Right? That'll be the excuse. That's all it needs to be. And fucking... So, yeah. For her, that's all it is. Self-aggrandizement. For Nancy, I think it's not only self-aggrandizement because, you know, Lady Speaker of the House and all that bullshit, right? Even though that kind of language is banned, but it's very important to her, that banned language that she doesn't like. But also the money. You know, that ice cream, that giant refrigerator full of ice cream. You know? Like, as we begin to dip into these people's lives and they're stupid enough to open their homes to us and show us what it's like to live like them, we start to realize what it is that they're interested in. Nancy had a freezer with 20 fucking little ice cream things in it that she has shipped into her. Yeah. That's that shit. Right? And from the way that Chuck Schumer looks and dresses, I think he lives in like a basement apartment somewhere. I don't even know what the fuck he's in it for. I think he's in it just for the tears. Beats fucking me. But all these people, they're the ones I'm really angry at. Now that we've got the shit that we've got, Joe Biden on record, black and white, just saying, yeah, this stuff that I promised you, nah, that was bullshit. Now that we have that, once he starts enacting that, he's not going to be able to get away from that. So we'll be able to look at the rational people that are just sheep and be like, there you go. And they'll go, oh, fuck! And, right, already I think it was reported like a week or two ago that like 10% of the people that voted for Joe Biden regret it because he's said we're not going to lock shit down, and now he's saying he wants to lock shit down. Or no, they didn't know that he was going to lock shit down because don't pay attention. And now they're finding out that he wants to lock shit down. That's what it was. Like 10% of people that voted for Joe Biden. Enough to sway the election. I wonder how many people regret voting for him now. Enough to sway the election how many times? Like, you know what I mean? It's this kind of shit. It's guaranteeing the win. This is why they're going to work so hard to impeach him. They're going to work so hard to remove him. And what would be funny is if, you know, in 2 years the Republicans start eating up the fucking House and Senate seats again. And then 2 years after that, 2024, you know, Donald Trump could win again. And perhaps, I don't know, somebody could be like, that's fucking unconstitutional because he wasn't in office. And then they'll go, yeah, sounds good. And they'll just overturn the shit. And then he can run again. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Of course, by then, he'll be the Patriot Party. And the Republicans might not want to help out the Patriot Party. But who knows? 2022, maybe we can get enough Patriot Party people in that it won't matter. You imagine that? Get a third party in and flip either the House or the Senate to them? In one fucking election? Wow. Because really, you gotta figure the Patriot Party is for the most part gonna agree with the Republicans. They're gonna want to do their own, you know, more Donald Trumpy, less corrupty shit. But most of the stuff the Republicans are gonna pretty much agree with. So they'll be able to get a lot of shit done. And if they eat up seats, that's gonna eat out of both parties, but it's gonna eat out of the Democrats way more. Because you're going to wind up getting Republicans that are going to get replaced with, you know, Patriot Party people. And then you're going to get Democrats that are going to get replaced with Patriot Party people. Democrats, you know, people that voted for Democrats that are now going to be fucking horrified at the shit that's going to go on. And they're going to go way the other way. You know what I mean? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You push people as far left as possible and start forcing them to do this shit, they're going to go as far right as possible. Well, let's hope not that. But nevertheless, I mean, comparatively. So, yeah, it's going to be Donald Trump. You know? Who knows? Could be very interesting. Somebody said they don't like the idea of the third party because they don't like the idea of parties. And I'm like, you're going to have parties. And they're like, well, we should keep people from grouping. And I'm like, you're never going to be able to keep people from grouping. I'm like, come on, dude, that's why it was such a powerful scene in iRobot when, he's walking by all the containers and there's a bunch of robots that are standing together as opposed to spread all out. Because that's kind of what humans do. We group together. It's a survival mechanism, for fuck's sake. It's ancient instinct. It's why when we were cavemen we formed tribes, because you know what? It's easier to kill a woolly mammoth with a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's why we group, because hunters did. Because it was easier to kill large, wild, carnivorous animals in groups as opposed to just one person. If for no reason other than if somebody got caught, they would generally be stupid enough to start eating them for a little bit, which would, give the other guys enough time to jump and stab the shit out of them. You know what I mean? But it's why we group. There's so many benefits to grouping. It's never going to not happen. You're never and trying to legislate that is going to wind up being fascism, because you're going to be forcing people to not group. Can't do it. But a third party would be amazing. You give both parties something to fucking shake them up. Both of them need it. You've got Democrats who are just as fucking dumb as it gets, and then Republicans who are just as spineless as it gets. So, fuck them both. Get rid of it. Start rotating all of them out. Anybody who's over the age of fucking 40, get rid of them. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Wait a minute. How young is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? She's like 35, right? Is she like base age for? Is she at the floor? Fuck. Man, whatever. Figure something out. At least get rid of everybody over the age of 60, for fuck's sake. They don't know how the internet works. Like, come on. So, I don't know. But perhaps a good night's sleep and some time to think, wail and reflect. You know what I mean? And perhaps now that I have a little bit more pieces. Like, I think one of the things that frustrated me so much is I couldn't predict the future. I had no way to tell what was going to happen. Now I've got something again. Things are happening again. You know what I mean? Joe Biden's doing fucking stupid shit, which is just pissing people off. And now I see what's going to happen. A whole bunch of people are going to get more and more and more pissed off, and in another fucking 2 years, shit's going to get real fucking interesting. We'll see what happens in the intervening time, but as everything stands right now, it's looking to be good. Possibly. Like I said, sometimes you gotta shoot the moon. I don't know where for that couple of days where I was just full of rage and hate and anger, I don't know where I lost the shoot the moon strategy. Let them have it. Hey, you want all three branches? God bless, man. Do what you gotta do. And we'll see where you get yourselves. But people are pissed right now, and all you're gonna do is piss them off that much more. Shit's gonna get bad for you. Like, you're gonna lose support, like, bad, from everybody. So, let them have it. Shoot the moon. Good luck to you, Joe. Enjoy doing your fucking ideas. We'll see where it gets you. Right now, it's looking like it's gonna get you. Somebody's already filed articles of impeachment against him. For something, I don't even fucking remember what it was. Somebody filed articles of impeachment for him, and filed something else against somebody else, and I mean, dude, it's on, man. Like, now and this is why, play by the rules. You know what I mean? If everybody goes out and fucking riots like they're doing, in Democrat places, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of shit looks bad. That kind of violence is fucked up, and people don't like it. They react the opposite to what you want. So now we're getting people that are starting to file articles of impeachment. Oh, it was over him stopping illegal deportation of illegals. That's what it was. He put a stop to it, and because that's a counter to the law, like, that's actually against the law, and he's saying don't follow the written law. They're saying you should be impeached for that. So I think that's great. Fucking we'll see where it goes. I wonder if the House will take it up. But nevertheless, You know, drop in a flood at this point. Well, first drops in the flood. I think more flood is coming. But it's going. Like, that's the legal process. If the Republicans can actually get the Democrats to impeach them, or if we could just wait another couple of years and then the fucking Republicans get both the House and the Senate, and then they'll just impeach them. Like, that would be fun, I think. We'll just impeach you. Fuck you. Right? Like, just cause fuck, you're doing dumb shit now. Because you're doing impeachable shit, motherfucker. How about that? Like, weave it however you want, bitch. You've pissed off the whole of the country except for the sheeples that still have not paid attention to anything going on except what you tell them. They're the only people you got left, that 8%. Good luck. Shoot the moon. I don't know. I'm getting excited now. I'm back, I think. I think I'm back. Got the flag going in the background. Flying Old Glory again. I'm enjoying life again. Feeling good. Happy days. Happy days are here again.